Hello and welcome to day 21 of VEDA. Today I'm doing a tag video. This might actually be the first time I've ever done a tag video, so that's kind of fun. This is called the travel tag. I was tagged by my friend Bree. I will actually link her channel somewhere. I like doing hand motions, I've discovered. She tagged me in her video, and so I will take that challenge. Question 1, a list of all the places that you have visited. So I've only left the country once, and I went to Mexico for a wedding. My cousin Josh and his now wife Mary Kay got married in Mexico, and I got to do a little reading in their wedding, and I literally had so many Mai Tais. They had swim-up bars in the resort that we stayed in. I probably just walked around the whole time with a Mai Tai in my hand. They're delicious, and because they had swim-up bars and all these pools and things to do inside the resort, I never actually made it to the sand, so I don't even know what a Mexican beach is like. And that's literally the only place I've been outside of the United States, which is so sad. But man, Mai Tais are delicious. I have been to more than 50% of the states. I've driven through 75% of them. Everything from Washington and California to New York and the Carolinas and Florida and Texas and Kansas, and I'm from Ohio, so I've been to all of the Midwestern states and Kentucky, etc., etc. I've been to so many of the states. It would be kind of ridiculous to list them. Let's just say 75% of the United States I have seen. I have not been to Alaska or Hawaii, unfortunately, and I want to go to both because I have family in Alaska and Hawaii is beautiful. Yeah. Question 2, my favorite place that I have been. My favorite place would probably have to be kind of any of the places that I went on family vacations with as a kid. We used to go to the beach, either a place called Topsail on the East Coast or Florida on the Gulf Coast. But when I was little and we would take these family vacations, I just have very fond memories of them. Or even cornier, I travel at least once a year to Ohio to see my family that lives there, and I love seeing them, so it's kind of one of my favorite places just because those people are in there. Otherwise, my answer would be Florida and California because of Disney parks. Number 3, dream location. That's kind of hard to say. I would very much like to travel to Europe. I want to go to Ireland because I have Irish in my heritage. I want to go to England because I've just seen so many amazing things there that I want to go check it out. I want to go to Wales so that I can go to Cardiff and stalk the cast of Doctor Who. And then so many places in Europe. Because I've never really gone anywhere, I kind of just want to go to all of the countries. I'd also like to go to Japan. I grew up with a huge fondness for Sailor Moon and would adore to go and see that kind of super bright culture. It's just so different. Plus, I'd be around people that are more my height, which is fun. Number 4, favorite form of travel is definitely flying. I fly a lot. I've taken a ton of road trips as a kid, but I definitely prefer flying. It's kind of a hassle half the time, but the fact that we can climb into a metal tube and travel really far in a couple of hours instead of driving for several hours is amazing. I think people take it for granted. As long as I can get a window seat, I am a satisfied person. Number 5, worst experiences with airplanes or airports. I think that I could only think of 2 that were super awful. One time was flying with my family and I got super airsick, and my dad had to hold a barf bag while I puked on a flight like minutes before we landed. It must have been a turbulent situation, but I got super sick. The only other bad experience that I can think of was one of the first times I was traveling alone. I was already really anxious about it because it's much easier to have somebody else to kind of keep you on track when you switch planes and stuff. I had a layover in Chicago on my way to Ohio, and I'm not a huge fan of the Chicago airport anyway, but I landed in Chicago and they canceled my second flight and literally told me there's nothing we can do, and I was going to have to stay in the airport overnight, and I just freaked out and I didn't know what to do because I was alone. And I called my dad and he's like, let me talk to them. And I gave my phone to an airline person and watched their face kind of get all screwed up while they listened to him talk, and they found me a flight. My dad is amazing. He got me to Ohio that night despite the snow, and I pretty much avoid the Chicago airport now because that kind of scarred me from ever using them. Number 6 is best food eaten abroad. Since I haven't been anywhere like truly foreign, I can't really account for that. If this counts, my favorite food to eat when I travel is when I go home to Ohio. There's a tiny restaurant, cafe, ice cream parlor combo place called Heggy's down the street from my grandma's house. And every time I go to Ohio, I eat there at least twice, and I get a deviled egg sandwich and butter french fries, and it's delicious every time. It has a diner feel to it, and I literally have begged them repeatedly to give me their deviled egg sandwich recipe, and they won't, but it is my favorite thing, and I eat it every time I go there. Heggy's is delicious. They're also a chocolate shop, and usually when any of us fly to Ohio, we make sure we pick up some chocolates for the rest of the family because literally the best chocolates ever. Number 7 is favorite part of traveling. I'd have to say honestly that most of my flying has been back to Ohio where I'm from. My favorite part would be getting off the plane and getting towards baggage and seeing my mom waiting for me and running up to her and seeing her again and hugging her and just reconnecting with her. Those first moment hugs are always so amazing, and I wish that I could be with her more of the time, so that's pretty awesome. After that first hug moment with my mom, my second favorite part of traveling is getting home and collapsing on my sofa or on my bed after a long trip, and before I attempt to unpack or deal with anything, and just being back in my own space. I'm such a homebody. I really need to learn travel more and like it. Thinking about traveling is actually making me pretty excited because one, next month I am going on a trip to see my mom, and then the two of us are going on vacation together. We're going to go to the beach. But also later this year in August, I am going to attempt to go to VidCon, and I am so excited because I'm going to California and I'm going to see so many YouTube people that I freaking adore. I feel like maybe if I have an experience that's amazing like VidCon under my belt, that it'll make me want to travel more. And who knows, maybe I will go to Europe or Japan or who knows where. Traveling is not currently easy for me, but it is on my list of things to just get better at. And I feel like so many things that I've done recently, you kind of just have to dive into it and do it and have a good experience and then like it more. So here's hoping that this is the year that I get some real travel under my belt and it makes me want to just do it. So yeah, that is the travel tag. I don't know who to tag. If you are a subscriber to me, I tag you. You do the travel tag. It'd be interesting to see where you guys have been. Yeah, I guess that's it. I will see you tomorrow.
You just watched Stephanie talk. Don't forget to tell her what you thought. Share and like.